Watch this video to learn how to invoice an existing customer in Xero. There are a few different ways to create a new invoice in Xero. From the home page, you can click New Invoice from Invoices Owed to You, or use the Quick Action Plus icon and choose Invoice, or click Sales, then select Invoices. From the Invoices page, click New Invoice. Start typing the name of your existing customer in the Contact field, then choose them from the list. Click the contact to see their email, phone, and address details. You'll also see amounts they already owe you, and credit information if you've set a credit limit. Choose to show a delivery address on the invoice by selecting the checkbox if needed. Click Edit to update contact details directly from the invoice. Click Save if you make changes, or click Cancel to close the screen. Check the issue and due dates and change them by typing or selecting from the calendar. Xero will pre-fill the due date if you set a default for the customer in their contact record, or for all invoices in your invoice settings. Xero prioritizes the customer default over the general invoice setting. Xero adds the next sequential invoice number following the last invoice you added. You can change the invoice number and add an optional reference if needed. If you have multiple invoice templates set up, click the Branding Theme drop-down to select the template you want to apply to the invoice. For example, we're invoicing an important customer, so we'll choose Special Projects. If you've set up multiple payment solutions, click the Manage option next to Online Payments to customize the payment methods you want to offer on the invoice. If you use multi-currency, use the Currency drop-down to change currencies. Select the Amounts Are drop-down to confirm if amounts are tax exclusive, tax inclusive, or have no tax. When you choose an existing contact you've previously invoiced, you'll see an option to Add Contact's Last Item. If the customer has purchased the same items, click the link to add them from their last invoice. This can help save time and improve the consistency of invoice details. If you don't need all the lines, click the trash icon to remove them. If you've set a credit limit for the customer, you'll see a warning if the invoice exceeds the limit, so you can decide the best course of action. If you've identified an expense as billable to this customer, you can add the expense to the invoice. Click Add Billable Expenses and select the checkbox of the item you want to add to the invoice. In this example, we'll add the cost of some props we purchased for the photo shoot, so the customer reimburses us for them. If you have multiple line items, you can choose to add them to separate invoice lines, or click Add as one item to add them as a single line item. Check the account and the tax rate to complete the details. You can use untracked items in Xero to quickly add details for regular products and services your business supplies. To add an existing item to your invoice, click Add Row and select the Item field and search or scroll to find the item. In this example, we'll select Half-Day Shoot from the list. Then, update the details in the description, quantity, and price fields as needed. To add a discount to an individual line item, enter an amount into the discount field. include a percentage symbol, and Xero will work out the amount for you and display the discount at the bottom of the invoice. Make sure the account and tax rate are correct so Xero can accurately categorize the transaction. If you have tracking categories set up, click the tracking column and select the appropriate option to allocate the income. If you need more invoice lines, click Add Row. The drop-down arrow allows you to add 5, 10, or 20 extra lines if you need them. To add an overall discount to the invoice, add a negative line item to reduce the total invoice amount. For example, we'll add a line with loyalty discount in the description field, a quantity of 1, and minus 100 in the price field for the value of the discount. Next, check the account and tax rate. You might choose to categorize the discount to a sales code or use a new code to track customer discounts. You can use the Create New Account option if you need to add a new account without going to the Chart of Accounts in Settings. We'll choose a code we've set up for Discounts Given. To create a description-only line, type your text in the Description field of a new line, leaving all other fields blank. We'll add a message to the invoice, thanking this customer for their support. If you click or tab into any other field, Xero will treat the line as a financial entry. You can't use items for description, only lines. Click the Columns button and use the checkboxes to show or hide fields such as a tracking category. In this example, we'll click the Projects checkbox to hide it. Add a file to the invoice using the Attach Files button. Choose Upload Files or Add from File Library if it's a document you've already saved to Xero. Or drag and drop a file anywhere on the invoice screen to attach it. You can check Include with Online Invoice. Use the link to view the file or click the bin icon to remove it. Check the invoice total is as you expect before you send it to your customer. As you create the invoice, use the Preview option to see what it will look like to your customers. When you're ready, the Approve and Email drop-down has a number of options to finalize the invoice, depending on your preferred process. Now you can create invoices in Xero to send to your customers.